This is ABC15 Mornings.
Breaking this morning, a semi-truck crashing into at least 6 cars, leading to a fiery wreck. Multiple people taken to the hospital.
Signs of progress on the fire lines.
I think it's a miracle that it didn't all burn.
The governor getting a tour of the wildfires today as crews say the next 24 hours will be critical.
The valley bracing for excessive heat, and we're asking for your help to take care of those in need.
They're not asking for much. They're just asking for water.
Heading to Denver with another win. Our Phoenix Suns celebrating this morning.
Got a little loud, and it got louder, then it got crazy. It just shows you how important the fans are to the game.
The team ready to keep the momentum going for Game 3. So awesome to see that this morning. My favorite, of course, is that guy that just gets so excited, just rips his shirt off. He just can't take it, right?
It's a kid, I think.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do the same thing.
He embodies all of us. We're so excited, right?
Yeah, I mean, the momentum that we feel, the chemistry that this team has, we were just so excited, and they were saying done in four last night. Suns fans, they're confident we can wrap this up in 2 more games and then on to the next round 3 there.
Why not?
Yeah, Nick Soletti here in the newsroom right now. Allison Rodriguez is in for Kaylee O'Kelly today. Got to talk about that most accurate forecast and our weather because we are really anticipating some potentially dangerous heat in that most accurate 7-day forecast. Meteorologist Iris Emercio joining us right now. I'm seeing the temperatures behind you right now. We're just going to enjoy this while we can.
Yeah, this is going to feel great in comparison to that. Those highs showing up in our 7-day forecast as early as this weekend. We're talking the first 110-plus days in our forecast starting this weekend. So the mornings will be key. You've got to get outside and enjoy them. And really this morning, not feeling too bad out there with temperatures in the 70s across the Phoenix area. A few high clouds out there, but otherwise mostly clear here as we start the day. It'll eventually become partly cloudy, but we're going to stay dry. Our temperature right now at 77 in Phoenix, 73 in Chandler, 75 in Mesa. Glendale, you're checking in at 74, and we're in the mid-70s in Goodyear, too. As you look at today's forecast, we'll be heading into the hundreds, but our high reaches 102, which actually puts us near the normal high for this time of year, and today the coolest of the next 7. We'll talk about how those temperatures are trending up in that full forecast still ahead.
Okay, Iris, thank you. 6:02, we continue to stay on top of breaking news this morning. A crash involving a semi-truck leaves 4 people dead, another 6 in the hospital right now. Our Carla Navarrete live near the scene on the Loop 202 near Van Buren. Carla, you've been out there all morning. I know you've just spoken with officers there. Walk us through what happened.
Okay, so this accident happened late last night, and DPS tells us that it started with a driver of a commercial truck who failed to slow down for congested traffic here along the eastbound lanes. Here's DPS spokesperson Raul Garcia on what happened.
That commercial truck tractor pulling a tanker with milk. We understand that it was fully loaded or topped off with milk. Prior to that collision, it was traveling eastbound on the Red Mountain, and right in the area of 52nd Street in Van Buren is where it collided with congested traffic. A total of 8 vehicles are involved, including that commercial truck tractor.
So in total, 4 people did die from that chain reaction accident that he just described there. DPS also says the commercial truck caught fire. There were a total of 9 people who were sent to the hospital, some in critical condition, others in stable condition. Now, among those who were hospitalized is a 6-year-old. Now, as we get more details on the condition of those who were hospitalized, we will definitely bring that to you as we get that information. That's all I have for you from the Loop 202 freeway eastbound lanes. I'm Carla Navarrete, ABC 15 Arizona.
Carla, thank you so much. Let's get you a check of your traffic sponsored by Accident Law Group because we know this is going to cause delays. Carla was the one to alert us as she is live on the ground that those westbound lanes had reopened because at some point in the morning for quite some time, both sides of the 202 Red Mountain were shut down near Van Buren. So now those westbound lanes are open. That is going to help for your commuters as you're trying to get into the Phoenix area. But eastbound drivers, you're going to continue to see some of those delays. Let's zoom in to show you an alternate in this area. So eastbound drivers, you can get off the 202 near 32nd Street, take Thomas Road to Scottsdale Road and get back on the Loop 202 near Scottsdale, where you see that traffic area has cleared up and that that closure has reopened there. One more thing to tell you about, the right lane has reopened on the I-17 southbound near 7th Street. We're still seeing some delays in the area after this one, but as you can see from these live pictures, that semi-truck that was in the area has since cleared. As we take a look at the rest of your maps, looking pretty good for this time of the morning. We'll keep you posted on some other crashes as they pop up. Allison?
All right, Megan, thank you. Well, we want to get to our wildfire watch now, and the Telegraph and Mescal fires continuing to grow east of the valley. The fire's burning more than 150,000 acres combined now. Several homes have been destroyed, and today Governor Doug Ducey is going to be heading to Globe to get a first-hand look at that firefight and also the damage. So we want to bring in somebody who's very close to this and knows these details here firsthand. We have Information Officer Dean McAllister joining us this morning. Dean, thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. I know it's been a very busy last week for you guys. So I want to jump right in here. Any idea when people may be able to go back home?
It should be occurring before too long. All the go status areas have been allowed to return in the Superior area. The crews are working really hard up in the top of the world area to burn out around the private land to protect those areas from future activity by the fire. That project should be pretty much completed by today. And then we're working, putting a lot of work over on the east side of the fire. Those restrictions, unfortunately, are going to be remaining for a while because that's where the threat to the fire is.
What's a while? Are you thinking 24, 48 hours? Or are you thinking into the weekend?
At least through the end of the weekend, I think we're still looking at some restrictions.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Dean, any updates on road closures?
The road closures remain in effect as we know them. 60 is still closed. 177 is closed, but 77 from Globe to Winkleman is now open.
Okay, we did mention earlier that we now have increased containment here. The Telegraph fire now up to 34% contained. A huge response, though. I mean, so almost 1,000 people working these fires here. And so what are we expecting the progress to look like over the next 24 hours? Are we hoping to hold it there, or we think we can get ahead more?
Well, the primary work is over on the east side of the fire in the Pinal Peak area. They were successful last night in getting their containment lines built from Russell Gulch down to Pinal Peak, the Tuxedo Junction area. They'll be assessing the ability to use the road 651 road today, and then working on contingency lines if that does not work. But the progress has been going really well in that area.
Okay, well, we do hope, obviously, it's hot out there, but not as hot as we know it's going to be getting. We hope our fire crews are staying safe and able to get ahead of this here. Information Officer Dean McAllister, thank you so much for being with us this morning. We really appreciate you waking up early. Stay safe out there. Thank you. We're going to continue to bring you the latest on these wildfires, tracking evacuation orders and road closures, so you can get updates on air, online, or on the ABC15 app.
Away this morning, the community will have the chance to pay their respects to fallen Phoenix police officer Gennaro New. The 27-year-old was killed last week when his patrol vehicle was hit by a red light runner. His funeral service starts at 9 this morning at Dream City Church in North Phoenix, and it is open to the public. Today, President Joe Biden will kick off his first international trip, meeting with UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. The leaders will announce a new Atlantic Charter. The agreement includes commitments to boost travel, trade, and cooperation between tech firms. It also is going to address issues like cybersecurity, climate change, and recovering from this pandemic. The president is also expected to announce the U.S. will buy 500 million vaccine doses to donate to lower-income nations. The YMCA is one of 4 child care providers here in the Valley, offering free services as an incentive to help parents get their COVID-19 shots. It's part of President Biden's effort to get 70% of adults at least one shot by July 4th. The Y is offering up to 4 hours of free child care for each vaccine appointment day. They can also help if you experience side effects.
There are those cases where that happens to you and you find that you need a little bit of relief. Feel free to give us a call and bring your kids in for those few hours too.
The offer runs through the end of June. You can head to any YMCA during business hours to sign up.
So the shovels are ready. This morning is a groundbreaking ceremony for Crystal Lagoons Island Resort. It's a new project coming to Glendale. Ooh, doesn't that look refreshing? It's going to include a 10-acre lagoon, 3 hotels, entertainment venues, and more.
We could use that this weekend. This is being built near State Farm Stadium. It's expected to open in the fall of 2022, ahead of us hosting the Super Bowl in February of 2023.
It's going to be a busy time.
Yes, a lot going on, and we love it. People want to come here. Next on ABC 15 Mornings, we know our summer heat can be brutal, but can also be dangerous for the most vulnerable in our community. We follow one group going mobile to bring relief to those in need.
Plus, returning to the skies, more and more people are flying this summer. And if you're one of them, prepare for even longer lines at our airports. We'll explain.
6:13. Let's get to our top stories this morning. The world's largest beef supplier now says it paid hackers an $11 million ransom. JBS says this came down to keeping files safe and preventing any potential risk to customers. The cyber attack forced meat plants to shut down production for at least a day. Today, House Democrats will meet to determine the next steps in efforts to pass voting rights legislation. The For the People Act appears to be stuck in the Senate. Party leaders say getting a federal voting rights bill passed remains a priority in response to voting legislation passed by state lawmakers across the country. As the summer travel season kicks into high gear, the TSA is dealing with a staffing shortage that's expected to impact airports in 131 countries. The agency is hoping to hire 6,000 new employees. The TSA is asking its office workers to volunteer at airports to help with managing these security lines.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
Coming up on 6:15 on your Thursday morning. Hi there, I'm Megan Thompson, taking a look at the roads for you this morning. And we are continuing to keep you updated on that traffic alert on the Loop 202 near Van Buren. This is the Red Mountain Freeway. We had a really serious crash that took the lives of a few people here this morning, put many others in the hospital. So those areas on the Loop 202, the eastbound lanes are going to be closed for quite some time. DPS saying they don't have an ETA on exactly when it will reopen because of that investigation. Now, those westbound lanes have reopened, but the eastbound lanes remain closed. So if you're heading out of the Phoenix area, here's your alternate for you. Take the 202 near 32nd Street, then take Thomas to Scottsdale Road and get back on the 202 at Scottsdale Road to avoid that closure altogether and hopefully help with some of those delays. As we take a wider look at the maps, we have mostly green conditions in other parts of the valley. We do have this crash that has moved off to the left here on the I-10 eastbound right at the 303. I can give you a live look from our ADOT cameras there. You see that activity in the right-hand portion of your screen. So try to stay to the right to avoid that one. Other than that, the 17, the 101 giving us green conditions, and the East Valley, the 60, and both of those 202s, of course, before you get into that area with that crash, are looking really good at this point of the morning. Let's get a check now at that most accurate forecast with meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Iris, it's good to see you once again this morning.
Hey, thank you, Megan. Good to be back. And of course, I'm back and we're talking heat, and heat that is certainly going to soar to some of the highest levels, or the highest levels we have seen so far this year. So we've got to talk about the heat risk, because that of course plays a role in our heat warnings when they get issued. And when this heat risk starts to climb is when we start to see those heat warnings. For today, we're overall seeing a low risk. Not that triple-digit temperatures aren't dangerous. They are, especially for the most vulnerable in our community who maybe don't have access to adequate cooling. So it's still important to stay hydrated and stay safe. But what you're going to see is that we're going to see that heat risk climb from essentially the low risk to the moderate risk tomorrow, then starting to see some areas reach the high risk by Saturday as we potentially brace for the first 110 day of the year. Then by Sunday, more of that red on the map, and then eventually you're going to notice some of that magenta creeping in, especially by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And that means the heat risk is climbing into the very high range. And so that essentially puts everyone at risk of things like heat exhaustion, heat stroke, all types of heat-related illnesses. And so this is your extra early heads up that that is coming our way. A dangerous heat wave with, again, temperatures topping 110 degrees each day starting Saturday and Sunday. And high pressure is the reason for it. Now, today is actually going to be the coolest of the next 7. We've got a disturbance passing to our north. It's bringing some breezes across the state. It's going to bring some high clouds too. Temperatures will stay in check and close to normal with a high in the low hundreds this afternoon. Then we start to heat up a little bit tomorrow. That disturbance lifts to the north and high pressure starts to expand over our area by tomorrow and into this weekend especially. And once it works its way essentially right over our state, those will be some of the hottest days again of the year so far. Now, something else we'll be watching, maybe some moisture increasing, especially along the Magallanes Rim, possibly bringing some thunderstorms to that area by Tuesday into Wednesday of next week. I haven't brought in any valley rain chances just yet, but we'll have to watch those storms closely. In the meantime, again, heat is going to be the big story. So we could hit 110 degrees by Saturday. That would be the first 110 day of the year. On average, we see our first 110 day by around June 11th. So you know what? This is pretty much right on cue, right on time for when we see those first 110 days. And unfortunately, that's not the only day. Look at these temperatures. It's only going to get hotter. By Sunday, we're talking 113, 115 on Monday, and then we could go as high as 117 degrees by Tuesday of next week. So we've got excessive heat warnings that go into effect starting Sunday. The other thing you'll notice, those overnight lows, and you're going to see that trend in this 7-day forecast. Not only are our afternoon highs going up, but also our morning temperatures are getting warmer. By next Wednesday morning, lows will only drop into the upper 80s. Today, though, 102, partly cloudy and breezy this afternoon.
Okay, Iris, thank you. So as the ABC15 water drive rolls on now, so does St. Vincent de Paul's water relief truck, providing thousands of bottles of water every day to those in need here in the valley. And meteorologist Jorge Torres tagged along recently and learned that for one of the truck drivers, the mission to help others hits close to home.
Homeless has no prejudice. Drugs have no prejudice. Prejudice has no prejudice. It's amazing what street life does to a person.
Joseph Yanes and Jose Cardenas see the street life every day, doing what they can to help those less fortunate, especially as the Arizona summer begins to settle in.
They're not asking for much. They're just asking for water, food, the basic necessities that everyday people take for advantage.
And that's what the Celebrity Fight Night water truck does on a daily basis in Maricopa County. These men, along with St. Vincent de Paul volunteers, find the underserved parts of the valley, handing out thousands of donated water bottles. The route on this particular day took them near downtown Phoenix and Guadalupe. These acts of service for Joseph Yanes, the water truck supervisor and Vietnam vet, are a calling.
Everything I've done in life has always been that of helping the human being.
But at one point in his life, Yanes' own flesh and blood needed that help.
I had a family member who was homeless, a daughter who was homeless. Looked for her for 10 years, didn't find her. Even with the Celebrity Fight Night van, I could not find her because I didn't know what I was looking for.
But nearly 4.5 years ago, he did find her, nursing her back to health.
Through nutrition, through love, through caring, through religion, it all came back.
And now, Yanes is back, along with the water truck, helping and saving lives one stop at a time, helping someone's mother, someone's brother, or someone else's daughter too.
It can happen to any family. It has no prejudice.
Reporting in Phoenix, Jorge Torres, ABC 15, Arizona.
So if you would like to help out, you can. You can donate water or give money right now through June 14th. And then later today, our ABC15 phone bank. So volunteers are going to be taking your calls to raise money for the water drive. And that's going to run from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. as well as 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. A way for everybody out there to get involved and help get water. Like you said, basic necessities to those in need here in the valley.
Yep, one bottle of water can save a life. It's the first in the nation. Habitat for Humanity is building a 3D printed home in Tempe. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and more than 1,700 square feet of livable space. 70% of this home is 3D printed, including the walls, which have concrete piers. Construction should be done by early fall. Habitat for Humanity tells us making energy efficient homes in less time at less cost could be a game changer for affordable housing.
Well, still ahead, we turn to our doctors to help us take care of our health. But is there shaming going on during our visits? A new push to fight weight stigmas in healthcare.
Plus, changing the way we cool our cities, an in-depth look at the new technology that could make summers in the valley a little bit more manageable.
So a new study finds weight stigmas are impacting the health care people are getting, even at their doctor's office. Well, now there's a new push to tackle this issue early.
Awareness of bias and its consequences for patients really need to be a part of training, both for students and practitioners. This also means having a more comprehensive education about obesity.
So researchers from the University of Connecticut say between 60 to 70% of people reported being weight shamed by their doctor. This can lead to patients' health concerns being ignored and cause some to avoid doctor's visits altogether.
Life comes at you fast. We're up, we're down, we're stressed, we're not. And often we just don't feel good enough. In today's bulletin board, identifying where that thought comes from and remembering that just saying you're good enough is a powerful game changer. First, why do we get so down on ourselves in the first place? Well, okay, maybe you're spending too much time with someone who might not be good for your overall mental health. If that's you, here's a reminder, never rely on someone else to decide if you're good enough. You already know you are more than good enough. You're great. Remember this, just showing up for life, handling its challenges, and facing adversity, that makes us good enough. Anything else, that's just a bonus. And that is on today's bulletin board, a little positive thinking.
Hey, after tonight, no more keeping up with the Kardashians. That makes some of you glad and some of you sad, but the reality show about the famous family will air its final episode after 14 years. Don't worry, though, you're still going to get more of the Kardashian-Jenners if you want to. A new version of the show is going to be coming to Hulu later this year.
Wow, it's like the end of an era. Hey, do you pay attention to the amount of servings, maybe food or drink products put on their labels? Next at 6:30, some coffee companies paying up for not filling up your cup as much as they promised.